So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Shapes to shoot! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
Tries to play it through. Oh, nicely intercepted. And he's had it nicked away. Zanetti. Dybala. That has ended up in no man's land. Hullet. Chiellini. Thuram is onto it in a flash. Good running, strong and purposeful. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. It's a pretty loose pass.
That's good play from him.
It could be in here. Hullet! And he nearly went all the way.
And you can see how the direct approach can work really well. Get yourself on the ball and give it a try.
Chiellini. And it's Totti. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Aimed beyond the defence. Looking for the run. Zanetti looking to run onto it. Defending of the desperate variety. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Shot could be... Tries a shot! Same again, same outcome.
Milan really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
They've played it short, and he's gone backward here. Here comes, climbs up big! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That could spell trouble. And he's intervened well there. And it's Rui Costa. Rafael Leao. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Real chance here. Oh, shooting chance! He scored! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency. Chance for a shot! He scores! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Hullet looking to play it into the box.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Zanetti with the clearance. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Now, this could be a chance. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Zanetti. It'll be a throw-in. Cannavaro. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Gullit. Van Basten. Kaká. Header! It's anyone's ball now. De Ketelaere. Milan are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. De Ketelaere has found the net here, of course. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rui Costa. And the pass is intercepted. That's really well cleared. Mateus. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, there's a probing ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Locatelli calmly anticipates. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential.
And the shot! In he goes again! He has done it! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. 2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
That's a cute ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Threads one in. Not the most accurate pass.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's a nicely shaped ball. And the finish! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Kaká. Oh, that's fabulous. So much. Big chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. Pirlo with the short one. Backward it goes. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And now they can spring out of defence. He's gone direct here. And he's had a hit. Oh, that was venomous. And he cuts out the supply. Milan do have a chance to counter here. Zanetti. Kaká. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's tried one!
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 11, numero 21,
Pirlo,
numero 17,
and here's
numero
Maldini.
9, numero 19.
Takes aim and crosses.
Il numero
Goes
10,
for a shot!
il numero 7, il numero 5, il numero 16, il numero 8, Ribéry.
Milan have their third corner.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a threatening ball. Soulé. De Bruyne.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Chiellini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Milan present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Mignon, in the context of the game, he must save it. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The action has already started. Pulisic unable to make it. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Milan presented with a golden opportunity here. The major moment in the game. 1-0, never any doubt. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is... Oh, what a climb! Caught offside that time. Can he get it through? Can he get onto this? Zanetti is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's in a great position here. And the ball is out of play. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Lookman. Ricci. Thuram! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Kaká goes steaming forward. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rui Costa showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's there to make the challenge. Lookman couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Lovely ball and a real great chance! Oh, there's a probing ball. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Pulisic. Pulisic. Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Gorgeous, just to have the... Can he finish? Goal, Milan! Into the lead once more. That was a given, it always was.
Ibrahimovic really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pass somewhat off target. Maldini. Approaching the half-hour mark. Now it's DiMarco. And he stands tall, impenetrable. And here's DiMarco. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And he plays one through. He shifts face to face with the keeper. Chance, surely! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Pulisic clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Well read, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Pulisic. Oh, quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. And he's picked it up out wide. Referee's given a throw. DiMarco. That is good alertness. And it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Van Basten. Milan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Lookman has created one goal already. Ricci, he's picked his way through. Now the cross.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
That's good play. Van Basten. Ibrahimovic. Lookman. Oh, he's onto this. And it's made its way to him. Decent chance! No mistake! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Ball swung in. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Milan are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. So once again, we're underway. Now, can they get him away? And he's certainly onside here. And he's managed to get free. De Bruyne. And claimed it back swiftly. And he's worked it through. Lookman is onto this. Flings it. Terrific header! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. Rui Costa is always scanning the pitch for targets. And it's Kaka. Van Basten. DiMarco. Oh, that was vital. Bonucci. DiMarco. And here's Van Basten. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Great ball if he can get there. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
McTominay. Well read, nice interception. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And he's away. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Kaká. The ball has bounced loose now. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Rijkaard cuts it out. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
DiMarco. Oh, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. Now it's Kaka. Rui Costa. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ricci. Oh, perfectly measured that. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. McTominay. Now it's Pulisic. Ball played for Lookman. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's had it taken off him. Rui Costa was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It could be in here. That's a foul, no two ways about it. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 11.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Il numero 20, il numero 15. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
He's on it, can he get away? That has ended up in no man's land. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Aimed beyond the defence. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Thuram. And it's Rui Costa. And here's Shevchenko. Zanetti. And this is Shevchenko. Into the last 5 minutes.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Lookman really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And here's Ibrahimovic. And Shevchenko! Mighty close.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi di usare gli appositi cestini per la raccolta differenziata. Grazie.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Good ball, good take. He's found a way through. He's had a shot! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Tries a shot! Ricci. Zanetti looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Pinches it off him. Bonucci. And this is Rui Costa. Oh, that's fabulous. Gets his head on it! Oh, crossbar! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all around us here.
Maldini. Kaká. Bastoni deals with that comfortably. Rabiot. And he cuts out the supply. And that is a little undercooked. Zanetti gets over and intercepts. And it's Kaká. He is through here! No, that's been intercepted. Lookman tries to pass it through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Well, that has not gone well. Lookman. Zanetti goes on a charge down the... Half-time, extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 95.
And we're off for the final time. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Damian. Koopmeiners. And it's Rabiot. Lookman. He's got away. That's very neat. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Climbs up big! Should have equalised.
Such a good opportunity, Peter. I hope he doesn't end up regretting that miss.
And it's Damian. Can he get on the end of this?
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Chance for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Kaká. Ibrahimovic. They really do have to make something of this. He rises! Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Milan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Pirlo gets across to intercept that. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there. And there goes the final whistle. Milan pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. Tonali with a definite foul there. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Just a whisker away. Spinazzola. He's trying to hit the front line here. Now he's off and running. Driving on and making good progress. Big chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking for options for movement. Pellegrini. Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan! And he has kept it out somehow.
Mkhitaryan really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Modric goes short. Van Basten clears. Lookman. Hernandez. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Hernandez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Caresses it through. Oh, it's Mkhitaryan. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And here's Fulkrug. Van Basten, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Totti showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Fulkrug. Lookman will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's on it, can he get away? If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And he's quick to get it clear again. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Mkhitaryan. Now it's Fulkrug. Oh, that was vital. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Rui Costa. Maldini. Looks to the other side.
Well spotted.
Zanetti. Knocks it into space. And this is Totti. He's got full. Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Header! Oh, quality save! And he's gone looking for safety. Ah, looks a smashing ball. Ibrahimovic, that's a lovely, neat pass. DiMarco providing an outlet on that flank. Spinazzola, too strong for his opponent there.
Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, and no way through zone.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now, can they get him away? And this is Van Basten. And a chance! Tonali, that's a little off target. He has a look up. It's Rui Costa! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Keeper's dealt with that. And now they can spring out of defence. DiMarco puts them all in. And this is... Can he finish? And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Just gorgeous. The most glorious, delicious of touches. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beck. Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
For the ultimate model of consistency and longevity, there is the perfect example in front of us.
Javier Zanetti, he goes on forever, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, that's why they call him the tractor. He just ploughs on and on with boundless energy.
Rui Costa will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rafael Leao. Kaka. Rui Costa. It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's tried one! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
He's Van Basten! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Maldini. And the counter is on. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Van Basten. Nicely weighted ball. Now there's a fine ball. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And there's the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. Zanetti. Spread it left. Flings in across. Up he goes! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
Maicon has it in a wide position. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And here's the chance to counter.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's found a way through. Lofted in. And here's Kaka. Chance, surely! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, they can break here. And here's Van Basten. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's a lovely, delicate pass. No, that's been intercepted. Now that's well seen too. Rui Costa. Now that looks a decent ball. And the shot's on here. Kaka going face-to-face with his great rival. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Dimarco stood his ground strongly. Maldini gets it away. Pass somewhat off target. And this is Van Basten. Quality ball. He's gone for goal! Shevchenko.
Milan have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, what a mistake! And Hullet! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Out towards the flank. And it's Maicon. Ball's gone out of play. Maicon. Now it's Hullet. He has found the way through. Brilliantly cut out. Milan are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Oh, that was vital. Kaka can see things others simply cannot. And this is Rui Costa. Rui Costa! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's DiMarco. Oh, this is a great position. Milan disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And the ball, and the finish! Oh, what has happened here? Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Dumfries. And we hit half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Milan deserve to be ahead and probably should be in front by more, considering the amount of chances they've managed. Everything points to more of the same second half and a good solid win.
Milan can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And the action is back underway. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. A probing pass. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. It's a pretty loose pass. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Shevchenko. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer.
Decent chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Not a lot we need to say about that. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Searching pass he's played there. Not the most accurate pass, but he's well positioned here. Rui Costa is always scanning the pitch for targets. Nicely shaped ball. Buffon punts it upfield. Knocks it into space, and that could set him on his way. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Can he finish? He's scored! And this is getting better and better. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Aimed in towards the centre. That is ended up in no man's land.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Looking to go deep. Mateus.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Milan looking to pass their way through. Goes for goal! They want to be quick to recover this. Maldini, tidy with his distribution. And back to the keeper. Rui Costa, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played out wide. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Bonucci gets across to intercept that. And it's Van Basten. Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's a fine interception. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Gets a good foot in there. Maldini. DiMarco. Milan have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Can he get onto this? Oh, that's a key interception. Corner number 2 then. He's got full. They've scored! Certain, searing and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 4.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay one step ahead of his opponents here, maintain the upper hand, so to speak. I can see that.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Pull it. I think we're just about done here. Maldini is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
I don't think they can assume that the game is safe. One slip can be really costly.
And it's Rijkaard. Ball played for Rijkaard. Zanetti. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And the referee brings it to a close. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose.
I'll be accused of bias here, but I can't overlook...
Big header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Kaká! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's Pirlo. And he's in on goal. And now they can spring out of defence. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Mateus is onto this. Kaká. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Rui Costa. Kaká. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's anyone's ball now. It's Ibrahimovic! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Now it's Kaká. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Probing pass. De Vrij deals with that comfortably. Mateus. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Rui Costa. Oh, nice touch. Rui Costa will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Spread it left. Oh, good-looking ball. Soulé. It's a good run down the right. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's keen! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Stood up well to him there. No, he's not getting his way this time. It's a pretty loose pass. Rui Costa. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Nice looking ball. That has been cut short. It carries far too far and out of play. Bonucci has a look and plays it forward. In with the challenge. Çalhanoğlu. Keane. Distributed tidily. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, super ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away and reclaimed it in a trice. Keane. Van Basten.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That ball looks a good one. He's on it, can he get away? Keane. It's a really well-measured ball. Looking for the run. And they can counter here. Rui Costa goes steaming forward. He gets big! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Looking for options for movement. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Over to the left.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Keane. Oh, good take in a good area. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Kaká takes control of it and he's on the move. Mateus. Out to the left it goes.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Kaká.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Ibrahimovic, a player who needs no introduction. That's good running with the ball. Aimed beyond the defence. In by DiMarco. Oh, well played. And there is the half-time whistle. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Reflections on the first half?
Milan may probably be feeling a little aggrieved about not capitalising on such a bright start. Their mood at half-time should be more upbeat. The glass remains half full and it should spur them on.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we are back on the way.
Milan.
And he's had a hit! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he's following up! Oh, it's hit the post! Çalhanoğlu. Mateus. That looks a good ball through. Keane. There's the shot! Yes, it's there! And the second half is off to a flyer. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Goes for a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Oh, that is a good... And he shoots! And yes, it's there! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really...
It's Ibrahimovic! That was superb goalkeeping.
Ibrahimovic is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. Opts to play it. Kaká! Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. He slings it in. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? In once more. Çalhanoğlu absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Mateus. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Rui Costa. Not the most accurate pass. That's a good ball. And the shot! Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
That's been slipped through. Van Basten! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's Pirlo. Great ball, and he's in here. Real chance! Oh, nearly. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's in plenty of space here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost... Tries a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Mateus clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Milan have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he's managed to get free. Knocks it into space. Good decision by the keeper. Got that exactly right. Now it's Martinez. Can he get it through? Baturina gets into a good position. And he's straight offside. Baturina tries to pass it through. Martinez, shot a goal! It's a loose ball. He's having a shot! And he was alert to it. That's a sharp pass. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
No, it's come to nothing.
Milan truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Now it's Kaká. DiMarco. And here's Van Basten. It's Van Basten! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So their fourth corner of the game. And this is Pirlo. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. He is through here. And he's there to belt it away. There will be a throw-in. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Great vision. Referee has just said play on. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Baturina in acres of space out wide. Rui Costa, always onto this. Picked out brilliantly. Kaká puts a cross in. Oh, he's been... And the shot! Oh, it's there! Deep deep into injury time. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that... So that's it, it is all over. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here.